Yo, what's good? What's good? Know It All Nation. Thanks for tapping in for the NBA Weekly. I'm here with the fellas from the Fans First Sports Network, NBA Basketball Podcast. In the building tonight, we got the homie Pay. Y'all familiar with Pay from the homies and all the other stuff he do with Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan. We got the homie B False here representing right now tonight the post-game podcast, but Bleachers and Speakers, all Detroit sports. Covers the Lions, the Pistons, and the Tigers. My 313 homie. I don't know where Pay at. Pay from Chicago. He up the South now, though, so I couldn't tell you who he repping, what he doing, where he at. Don't know none of that. But what's up, fellas? What's up with you, B Falls? What's happening, man?
9-5 MOB. Y'all know what it is.
Oh, see.
You can't get from I-95 from Chicago to Atlanta.
That's not what I said. But go on, Falls.
You said I-95.
He repping some other stuff, but anyways,
okay. All right.
you know, but nah, yeah, I'm chilling, man. Y'all been seeing me, drunk on live all day today, but I'm sobered up after my championship celebration, and I'm here to,
I didn't see your live today. What championship?
I didn't know you was a Hurricane fan.
And nah, the Knicks, y'all ain't here.
Oh,
his right.
Doppelganger. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hey, we don't have B False in the building. We actually have New York Knicks just won a championship on Saturday night. Mikal Bridges in the building. Mikal, how's it feel for you to win your first NBA championship?
That was a much better introduction, but it feels great, man. F them picks, right?
Yeah, because they gave up 5 for your ass, and I don't know if you that good, bro.
Hey. Can we still say that now?
Championship?
Yeah, you got a championship. I don't know that you was the reason. If I was really talking to Mikal Bridges, you contribute. You're a championship winning team. Nothing bad to say. Congratulations on your chip.
They had to bring the gang together, the Villanova gang together to make it happen. It's only been 50 years. Give them a little credit. Give him, somebody some credit.
53. When the Knicks won the championship, I was here, but I wasn't 1 year old yet. Kind of like that thing Pay go through with the Chicago Bears, his Super Bowl only claim to fame. But Pay, with that being said, what's happening with you, man?
Yeah, man. I'm still coming down from the final side. That was a great final series, even though it only went 5. But I felt the basketball vibes, and then I needed it right into my veins, and just like a crack, just like a cluck, a hype.
There you go.
I'm having withdrawals right now because when you realize no more basketball until October.
Summer League.
No more basketball.
That's not basketball.
Oh.
Well, we'll talk about that at some point. But yeah. So now I feel you, Pay. Right now I got my Reds on. They haven't been playing well the last month. All of most of May and going into June.
You too?
So, but because I'm a fan, they're on the TV right now. They're up 3-0 against the Mets. But, yeah, man, we got some of the folk in the building. Shout them out real quick. Got my boy Jar Devil in the building. Jar, what up? The homie Tim Lyons from Running Through the Jungle, Cincinnati Bengals podcast. Yo, Tim, what's happening? I had to shoot Tim some money after that game. I text Tim. The Spurs was up $10. I say, Tim, get ready. I'm going to send you your bread. When the fourth quarter's going to start, he said, no, they look all right. I said, I'm great to send you this bread, Tim. I knew every game they had choked the fourth quarter, and it happened.
Oh, I thought you were betting the Reds and Cardinals or something.
We bet that too. I pretty much, if you a homie, man, and you want to put a gentleman, my gentleman's is $25. So when I ask you want to do a gentleman's bet, I'm not going much higher than that. I can pretty much cover that across the board.
We did the nifty, didn't we?
We did do the nifty because it's basketball. You jumped out there like the homie Ricky Swade did. Talking about heat culture in the Bulls that year. So yeah, and then False, you had big false energy too. You were talking real strong about your Pistons, man. So
all the money is getting recycled around FFSN anyway.
It is. So. True story. What's good to my homie Ty in the building? You got something to say, False? Go ahead before we get started.
That was Pay.
I just said shout out Rick.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Ricky Swade, the homie. What's happening? Got my girl Christine Boo. What's up, Boo? Boo in the building. Say what up, of course, to Pay and Foster. What's happening, guys? My boy Pickens, you big dummy. What's up, Pickens? Thanks for tapping in, tap. We got, is that said it small? I don't sound cool if I said it right. But yeah, okay. You might be biased. You just a whole bunch of hashtags and Donald Trump. Yeah, everybody having a good day, Ty. So with that being said, we can get started to the basketball of it all. And we know the New York Knicks won the NBA championship Saturday night. We talked about yesterday on the Know It Alls podcast. Excuse me. On the Know It Alls podcast. And let's tap into the matchup. I mean, so Pay, I'll go to you first because you said this earlier. Maybe false. I mean, I think both y'all picked the Knicks.
I think me and Rick did, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Pay.
Yeah, Pay not being when we picked. Yeah, this finals that started last time before Pay was here. But yeah, so all right. I think the majority of y'all picked it, but Pay said on another show that the experience was going to be a factor, and I really think that's what it came down to. I mean, the Spurs were up every 5 games. Every game they were up double digits at some point, but the Knicks didn't. This is my take on it, right? The Knicks did never panic, even when they was down 29. That was that game 1, game 2, down 29. They never panicked. They got hot, and I feel like the inexperience showed in the coaching. Mitch Johnson, bad rotations, and just like OTA plays, out of timeout plays, after timeout, ATOs. Especially that game we talking about when Wemby could have had a better shot than that, and they lost by 1. They lost 2 games by 1, and they was up double digits in every one. So I feel like they were in every game. At some point, they could have just seized control if they were experienced. Had somebody and then De'Aaron Fox, the one veteran on the team, makes the dumbest play when they had a chance to tie it 2-2, going to the basket, getting blocked when there wasn't no shot clock on. So I really feel like, the Knicks deserve to win. Don't get it twisted at all. But the Spurs kind of had chances, let's say. And so, Pay, what do you think about the overall series? How did you see it?
I think there's some things that we need to put to bed after that series. One, let's put to bed calling De'Aaron Fox a vet. He was supposed to be the guy with the playoff experience. But when you start peeling back the layers, you remember, hey, wasn't De'Aaron Fox on that Kentucky squad that lost in the Elite 8 to Carolina? Oh. And the reason why they lost was because he left his man on the scramble drill, and his man ended up hitting the game-winning shot. You peel back the layers a little bit. Hey, what playoff experience does De'Aaron Fox really have? Oh, the Sacramento Kings, one of the losingest franchises in NBA history. That one time, well, maybe they went to the playoffs twice. They ain't never did nothing just once. Oh, yeah, thanks for clarifying that, Tate, because that ain't no experience. And you saw it. He just as he just as green as the rest of the squad. And he's doing dumb stuff that cost him a win. Not to be excused, because there were some other players and other plays out there that cost them to blow that 29-point lead in some of the other games. But De'Aaron Fox, he told you in the post-game interview that he don't even see nothing wrong with what he did. He don't. He said, I was trying to go up 3. I'm like, hey, De'Aaron, you could have went up 3 if you just let him foul you. Hit 2 free throws. You go up 3 still. 3 is still only 1 possession. So it's not like you need to be greedy right there.
And kill probably 2 more seconds off the clock.
Exactly. You got all this quote-unquote speed that everybody say you.
Oh, he's fast now.
He's fast, right? He's fast. So run away. You want to run away? You want to go for the glory, and that's why you lost. Big reason why they lost, because too many players. We put in too much. I don't want to say glaze. We're putting too much gas on certain players. De'Aaron Fox is one of them. Wemby is another one. We could need to pump the brakes on giving him the league. He did a lot. He will have the league at some point. In fact, I think next year he's gonna take off, because this was what he needed. This loss is going to help that man so dramatically. Tate, you remember 2011. What happened in the finals of 2011?
LeBron caught that L against the Dallas Mavericks.
Caught that L. Tate, also, I'm going to come right back to you. You're old enough to remember Tragic Johnson. You're old enough to remember 1980 when Bird got bullied by the Philadelphia 76ers. You're old enough to remember. Foster, you too.
Let's not leave your boy MJ out having to go through the Pistons.
I'm getting it. I'm coming right there. Foster, you're old. Foster and Tate, you both old enough to remember Shaq getting swept in 95 and 96 when everybody was giving him the league after Mike had walked away. Y'all old enough to remember Kobe airballing in Utah, and you old enough to remember, him airballing again in Denver, 2003. Foster, you don't remember. You came right after this when Mike was getting bullied in Detroit for 3 straight playoff series. And everyone knows Steph in 2016. These are canon events.
He had one though.
He had one, but he didn't.
No, one.
But he didn't take off. He didn't. He
right.
need all those examples. They are necessary. They are canon events for all these greats, all these legends to change. This is Wemby right now, and LeBron prior to 2011 was about neck and neck, about right there. Everybody was giving them the lane. Everybody was saying, "Oh, they're going to be great. They're going to be one of the greats." LeBron would not be who he is today without 2011. 2011 is necessary, and this series right here for Wemby, necessary. He gonna lock in all off season. Miss me with going to see the Monks. The Monks can't help you, bro. The Monks ain't got no ball game. The Monks ain't got no bag. They're not gonna help you get it back to the basket game. Call King. Say, King, I want to work with you double time. Give him that money. You come back you do exactly what LeBron did. You come back in 2012 with a back to the basket game. You come back to the league with your villain arc. Now you become even more unstoppable. Now you're the man. Now you can really take over the league, and there won't be no one stopping you. Lock in, F nigga. Lock in. Welcome to your villain arc, F chat.
Okay. All right, B False. What's your thoughts on it, man?
It's all perspective when you really think about it. Everybody is, putting the blame on De'Aaron Fox, but at the same time, I feel like he held up his end of the bargain in the sense that he promised Mike Brown that he would get him a ring, and that's exactly what he did. So
okay,
he came clean with what he was supposed to do. But in all seriousness, he pulled the old 2K move, like when you're trying to showboat on 2K and you're up, and it's not something you would do in real life, but just to rub it in a little bit, you go and get that layup when you could have ran out the clock. But yeah, and the funny thing about it is when they slowed it down, Anunoby did kind of foul him maybe a little bit, but
there's different angles of it. There's different angles where he got that clean. The 2-minute report say he got it clean.
I would say it was clean too, but I would say this: if they didn't call it, because the refs couldn't believe the dumb stuff he was doing, so like we ain't calling.
It was one of those things.
Definitely do not deserve a bailout. Shout out to Goldman Sachs.
It went the way it was supposed to go, but Tate thought that I was in my conspiracy bag, that this would be the situation that would light a fire under Wemby, and the experience situation and all that, but that's pretty much how it played out. And we talked about the winning pedigree of all the Nova guys who a lot of those guys won 2 championships while they were in college, but I don't think we even talked about OG Anunoby. He was a young pup when he won that championship with Kawhi and Norman Powell and Van Vliet and all those other guys. Siakam.
I don't even think he played in that series.
I think he was hurt. I don't think he played. Yeah.
But he was a part of that.
That was really Siakam's coming out party.
No, for sure. But he was
on that team. He was
on the team. He contributed, he wasn't
during the season.
Yeah. So sometimes it's he's got a ring when it's all said and done. So
he got 2 now.
Yeah. So that plays, that played a big part of it. And, I think even early on, we talked about the fact that Fox, has experience, but at the same time, like it was a short trip, or I think they kind of did push Golden State a little bit, but, not enough for it to make any big impact. And, we talked about a lot of things that was suggested the Knicks weren't ready. We said that, Brunson, too small. They're going to get, they're going to hunt Towns. They're going to hunt Brunson. Mike Brown's not a good coach, but hey, they kind of vindicated a lot of things. And yeah, this, New York, they've been fiending for a championship or something that resembled a championship. So yeah, this is legacy cementing for a lot of those dudes. But OG had a bit of a Tayshaun moment. I know y'all are old enough to remember when Tayshaun Prince blocked Reggie Miller. And that chase down block. So that was kind of, although Tayshaun's was 100% clean and a little bit more epic than OG's, but nonetheless stamping moments that people will never forget.
Yeah. Was it more epic?
His name is in the rafters. His jersey is in the rafters.
I got a question. Piggyback on what you said.
Ty. Yeah, the Reds is whooping, but that's pay team the Cubs. That's Ricky Swade team is the Mets.
This is why it's more epic, because he blocked Reggie Miller, a legend. Who is De'Aaron Fox? Who is De'Aaron Fox?
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Reggie Miller, out of all,
he's not a legend. Whoa, that's crazy.
Reggie Miller is a Hall of Famer. A legend. Let's pump the brakes.
He's a Pacer legend.
Yes, he's a Pacer legend.
Not a legend.
He's Reggie. A California legend. He's a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna leave
it at that. His sister GOAT though.
He don't even dunk the ball. That's an easier.
That's
block
part of the problem, but
exactly, it's an easy block.
And his sister, I give it up for his sister, but only one shooter has surpassed him. Well, I guess Steph Curry now, but before that, it was Ray Allen.
Ray Allen too.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I'm really talking about. Yeah,
Dame
ain't passed him yet.
I mean, Dame is. If we're drafting shooters, I'm taking Dame before Reggie.
I know we don't like Reggie Miller, but come on now.
Oh, this has nothing to do with dislike.
Reggie played. His prime was 30 years ago. They weren't playing like they play like they play now. Reggie numbers. So it's just like the past, like what Dan Marino did in his epic year of '84. It took 20-some years for that to be when the game changed in football. But like with Reggie Miller, if Reggie Miller played in this era of basketball, shooting the three, he was at the green light, it looked different.
They were running the ball like crazy when Dan Marino.
Shooting is still shooting. Yeah, I think Dame is a better shooter. But I got a question. Just piggyback on what Foster was saying. He's talking about narratives. Whose narrative changes the most going forward? Mike Brown or Karl Anthony Towns?
As far as what? Oh, the on their career, like how this impacts them.
Right.
I think Mike Brown.
I feel like what Mike Brown did is being overshadowed quite a bit. I don't think people are really giving it. I don't really think that people are giving too much. Karl Anthony Towns was still a an all-star. He was respected in some lights. I think he's still going to be known as kind of like soft. Is he tough now? No.
I mean, he did. I have a clear image of what Karl Anthony Towns was going into these last 9 games of the playoffs that he's played, and none of that image did not pop up at any point. No defense, soft as you said, can be bullied, and he was the one out there being a bully. I mean. And he came up big.
He played with Wemby, though.
You really support me and Fox's argument. So he was all these things under Mike Brown. Karl Anthony, Big Cat, played for the Knicks last year. Mike Brown didn't coach the Knicks last year. The Knicks made the Eastern Conference Finals last year under Thibodeau, who's also a really good coach. But Mike Brown was an extra ingredient thrown in there. They didn't really make no big roster changes or addition. They changed Mike Brown for Thibodeau championship. Mike Brown's the more impactful in his legacy than his Karl. Now he'll go down as a Hall of Fame player potentially. They got a ring, but it means more to Mike Brown's legacy than do the Big Cats.
Yeah.
Earlier I was saying we got to stop with mislabeling people. Thibodeau, let's stop mislabeling him. He's not a great coach.
Damn. And you know what? He coached Towns twice, right? Did he coach him the first time?
He did. Yeah. In Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah, and he the one that wanted him back. Maybe that's But now he got a championship. Under the right coach, he got a championship. But that narrative we put out there on him and Andrew Wiggins by Jimmy Butler and them guys when they was in Minnesota. And I mean, you see Cat, I mean, as he gets older, and I think with Wemby too, you get a little more experience. You get a little bit more knowing what you're capable of. So sometimes, yeah, you can shoot the three as a big. You don't have to shoot the three as a big because you can. Sometimes your advantage is to go down low, change the defense for the rest of your team. Like, you know what I mean? If they got to double you down low or send doubles at you, you can pass out. You got to affect the game just by more than everything in your bag. Sometimes you got to live outside your bag to affect everybody else and help them.
Do you know how many points Cat had in his last game?
Probably about 7.
2.
2 points in the deciding game?
Yes. 1 for 7.
I think he only had 1 good game out the 5, maybe 2 at the most.
Game 1.
The last 3 games, 2, 13, 11.
Yeah, and I bet you the fourth quarter he probably had like most of his points in the fourth quarter. I
don't think he scored in the fourth quarter all series.
Well, I think he did. One game he had like 4 or 6 in the fourth quarter. One game.
So I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cat is still Cat, man. I mean, Jalen Brunson
5 turnovers. Oh, he actually had more turnovers than points in deciding game. But you know what? That gets looked past.
I wonder what Jimmy Butler would say to that question. Mike Brown and Cat, what are you taking?
I know what he'd say. Give me Mike Brown.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me Mike Brown. Yeah, so I mean that part.
All those dudes are stamped. You brought a championship to the Knicks. There's some old folks that thought they'd never see that.
I had my know-it-all homie Big G yesterday on the show. Said Willis Reed is the top 5 all-time Knick. I said, man, Willis Reed was a great player, but he don't get mentioned among the top 10 centers. I said, what?
I gotta pump the brakes there. Big G, his NBA fandom's for sale. We all know this. Put that out there. At one point, he was a Knicks fan. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that caveat right there. Willis Reed has 2 Finals MVPs. Willis Reed has
he got 2 Finals MVPs.
Both of them are his. Reed.
Walt Clyde don't got one. I mean, I don't know.
We had this argument in the group chat earlier. That's what I got found. That's when I found out. Willis Reed has the moment in Knick history. I gotta agree with G there. I think he's. I don't think he's after 3.
That moment was walking out onto the court because he's hurt. How much did he play that game?
That he scored the first 2 baskets. That was included in the moment, and that momentum. We talk about momentum being important all the time in sports.
MVPs. He got an NBA 7 All-Star. Ooh, okay.
That's crazy.
I might
Top 3.
I might have to pump my brakes on Big G. 18, I would say 19, 13. All right. So what? Behind Patrick Ewing
and Brunson. I don't know how you want to rank the 3. I don't know how you rank the 3 because I mean you got 2 Finals MVPs. Pat ain't never, Pat missed a layup in crunch time. So I don't know what you want to do with that. And then you got Brunson. Brunson with a Finals MVP. I don't know how you want to do the 3, but I know Brunson's in that top 3 immediately
because of the chip. Now,
chips. Hey,
he took a pay cut. I mean,
he done all that. Yeah,
he sacrificed a lot.
He's Mr. Knick right now.
That pay cut might be the biggest assist in NBA history.
That part, I don't disagree there. I would just question like Bernard King and Walt Frazier, and
they were all in attendance watching him win.
Yeah, well, because them jokers won the last time though. Not Bernard King.
Whoever won, I'm sure one of them did, but yeah.
Yeah, Walt was.
And that whole run, they just ran through. They kind of just ran through shit like that.
Hey, the closeout Knicks was a thing. We're gonna talk about that in history books. Well, if we still have books,
they taking books away.
It'll be in the history of something.
Yeah, well, we don't
The
know.
closeout.
Somebody might want to say, I wasn't at the only game they lost. They didn't win the championship. Or they might change it to it was a 4-0 sweep. That's what history might say.
On the nose there, Tate. On the nose. The closeout Knicks is a thing, though. They got Atlanta up out of there real swiftly. They got
Atlanta Slick gave him the most smoke, didn't they?
And then Karl-Anthony Towns, you talked about him. Then he was in Prada, Devil Wears Prada 2, and they turned up. They got Atlanta up out of there swiftly. They got Philly up out of there swiftly. They got Cleveland up out of there swiftly. And they did what they did to San Antonio. I mean, I don't think this Knicks team is going to be in any dynasty conversations, because I don't think, as we've done the last 8 years, we're not going to be thinking, they're going to take over the league.
Thanks for the $4.99 from Damian Tate, Pay's cousin. Mike Brown is the Steve Kerr of NY. Where does this place Brunson? Better than Kyrie?
Interesting question. Interesting. What you think, False?
I hate the sound of that, but nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Salute to him and all that, but nah. Do a little bit more.
Here's the thing. Kyrie is out of his prime. I have no problem putting somebody who's in their prime, who's a Finals MVP, reigning Finals MVP, in front of him. I have no problem doing that. Now, we talking just bag talk? Nah, I think Kyrie's definitely got a better bag. But one, for me, it can't always just be talent. You got to take the talent with the production and the availability. All those three things have to come together. And Kyrie is lacking on 2/3 of that. So give me Brunson.
Okay. Kyrie has a ring though, right?
He does. 10 years ago. Shout out. They just had their 10th anniversary. Shout out to them.
They did, yeah, the Cavs. But Kyrie,
I ain't gonna lie, Brunson still can't check Kyrie though, but like now.
No.
Today. But I'll say this. Brunson had every opportunity to have a team built around him. Kyrie's championship team, we know it wasn't built around him. He still dropped 41 in game 6, made the biggest shot in game 7. I mean, against the all-time best record, 73-9 Golden State Warriors. I mean, so there's a discussion there.
Go James.
Yeah, man. Let's see. We got thanks for the super chat, Damian. Definitely appreciate you. Yep. MSU Detroit fan steps into the chat. The homie says everything could have been different if the Pistons didn't hit the bed in game 7.
That's my dog, but why we gotta?
I don't know. I really think Detroit was still a year ahead of schedule. And with that being said, let's transition from the finals. I got our little talking point, me and you. Because of that, False, that's a perfect segue into the Pistons potentially being part of rumors out there being part of a trade. Would you guys have any interest in Tyler Hero? Would he help?
Yeah, he definitely would. He's one of those guys that kills us every time we play him. He's kind of that upgrade over Duncan Robinson, kind of, where it's, kind of one-sided, not too much going on the defensive side of the ball, but definitely would give us the firepower that we need. You talk about the cutting our water off for long periods of time. He would be another guy that could keep the water running.
No, I agree with you. But defensively, I think he plays slightly better defense. I think he might be just a little better athlete. But the real difference is that he can be a tertiary playmaker. He can handle the ball. When he can shoot the same three as Duncan Robinson, but when somebody close out him, he can get to the basket and either get his own or create for somebody else, which tremendously helps Cade.
And he little caveat with him, like everybody else that's rumored to us, health.
He what now? What's last?
Oh, health.
Oh, health. Yeah. Okay. Pay your thoughts on potential. Would Tyler Hero help the Pistons?
This is one of those things you don't want to cut your nose to spite your face. You know what I mean? Tyler Hero will help the Pistons in their biggest area of need. but to give up what you need to get for Tyler Hero, because Miami has been shopping Hero for years because they're going big game hunting. They went in on Giannis, and they've went in on Giannis for years, and they've tried to get other players, Kevin Durant, to name a few, and Tyler Hero is always that piece that they're trying to get off of. And if they're gonna get off Tyler Hero, it would be a part of a larger move. But Detroit wouldn't be acquiring him without giving up something.
Well, that article I read, it was Karis LeVert and not one of the big players. Karis LeVert, somebody else, and a first round pick.
Howland, probably
not anybody of any worth mentioning. I think they would just help facilitate a trade of Giannis going to Miami. That's it. They're not giving up no big piece. Go ahead, Paul.
So in that scenario, Milwaukee would take on those players.
Yeah, I think
that would work out
great. Money.
I mean, that framework will be great for Detroit. They give up. I don't want to call them bums, but I mean they give up rotational players,
expiring contracts.
Yeah, with Ron Holland included. Rotational players, the young guys, and expiring contracts to get them to Milwaukee, because Milwaukee obviously they're trying to, to lose a little bit right now. If that's all Detroit has to give up, Detroit wins that. Wins that. Now, you did say Hero is you did call him the question, Hero's defensive acumen. That's been out there for a long time too. He would be hunted. Detroit would have to fix, not necessarily fix, but they would have to adjust some of their defensive schemes to protect him a little bit. But I do think that wouldn't become a detriment of what they can do. I think their ceiling would definitely rise with Tyler Hero.
Because I mean he can move better than Duncan Robinson defensively. And the fact that you have Cade, Thompson, and Duran out there in crunch time, that I mean you can hide him defensively, but the fact that he can create for others on the offensive end, it to me would be worth way much more than the liability he'd be on defensive end.
It would outweigh the negatives, because we do have some other guys. As long as you don't lose too many defensive, minded players like Stewart, Thompson, Duran, but I think even Cade is a solid defender as well. So
that's why I said you got Cade and Thompson and Duran on the court. I mean, I'm not counting on none of them guys being gone. Now, could Stewart be gone? He could be gone, right? Because his contract is up, right?
No. He's got a couple of years left. We signed him to a 4-year, $84 million deal a couple of years ago, but it didn't. To me, so he's under contract. But if you traded, if you made that trade for Tyler Hero, and say you traded Stewart for somebody like Max Strus, because there was talk about that a couple weeks ago, I think Detroit wins in that all the way around, both trades for them.
So you would play Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero together on the floor?
So you would do.
I'm suggesting Duncan Robinson is off the bench shooting. I mean, at that point,
No, you don't play them together. You play.
I think you want to. Heat culture.
No. We're not trying to do all that.
Yeah, I don't think Spoelstra played them together.
What's crazy is that technically Duncan Robinson is only due $2 million this year. That's how much we're on the books for. We can cut him, and that would be a $2 million cap hit. What all there would be. So we wouldn't even have to hold on to Duncan Robinson if we didn't want to.
Okay. Yeah, I could see a world where Duncan Robinson could just be gone. Especially if you can get off his contract or trade him to somebody else that needs shooting, because you're picking up a shooter and a playmaker in Tyler Hero. And
what do you say about
your boy Doogie Howser on the bench? What's his name?
Yeah, if we bring him back, Herder.
Yeah, well, he didn't get to play. He probably can get him for cheap still, right? But okay. So, far as the next thing up on the menu, I want to know. Chicago got a new coach in the building, man. Tiago Splitter. What's the thought on that from the Frustrated Chicago sports fan and the Chi City Bulletin? What's going on with Thiago Splitter signing. How you feel about it? How the city feeling about it?
You know, before Chauncey Billups got in bed with the mob and completely ruined his life, the only time we thought about Thiago Splitter was that we got his stuff sent back in 2012 by LeBron, one of the greatest blocks in finals history. Put it on the list. It's on the top 5 list. Put it up there. But now, ever since Chauncey got locked up and started snitching, Thiago has become one of the most coveted basketball minds in the NBA. He comes from, we talked about Mike Brown being a champion now and being all over the league, coaching greats like LeBron, Kobe, De'Aaron Fox, just to name a few. He's from the San Antonio Spurs tree. Right. So is Thiago Splitter. Thiago Splitter, he pulled that Blazer catastrophe out of the fire, brought them to the playoffs. He unlocked something out of Danny Avia, because I didn't think Danny Avia had that in him. Danny Avia, it was a dog once Thiago took over. You know who else? What's my man? Scooter.
Scoot Henderson.
Scoot Henderson. I thought Scoot Henderson was trending towards bust. Thiago got in there. He unlocked something out of Scoot. Scoot looks like a very serviceable NBA player now. There might be something. The Bulls might be cooking with this. They are having a great offseason. They hired the new VP. He's putting together a decent staff. They got Thiago, who's, I just gave you 2 examples. It looks like he knows what he's doing with young players, can unlock a new level of achievement for them. And now the Bulls have a blank slate. They got 2 top 15 picks. They got a bunch of cap room. I don't know what they can do with it because, the NBA effectively killed free agency after, 2019 with all the aprons and everything. But they have a blank slate. They have an opportunity to do something with Thiago Splitter, and he can mold what young players they have and into some type of a winner and winning organization again. So watch out now. The Bulls might not be down for too much longer. They got an opportunity to do some things.
Oh, I mean, I think it's a good hire. I mean, because I was expecting the Blazers to be good anyway. Then when Chauncey Billups got in trouble and they just like threw Thiago in there, I thought it was going to be catastrophe. Mm-hmm. The boys made the playoffs. I think they beat the Spurs again. Granted, it was the game Wemby got a concussion, but they won a game. And Denny Alva was an all-star, averaging 25 a game.
They didn't only make the playoffs. It was a tough out. I thought they was actually had a shot to beat Wemby and them in the first round.
Thanks, Tampa Lions Club says Adam Silver is doing his best to destroy the sport of basketball. What y'all think about that?
I don't know. That's a lot. I mean, I could be convinced if you gave me some reasoning to it. But...
Well, Pay said facts. What
Adam Silver is the biggest nothing as far as all the commissioners in North American sports. The biggest nothing there is. He is a pushover. Let me tell you, this investigation, fake investigation into the Clippers cheating. He ain't gonna do nothing to Ballmer and Claw. He ain't gonna do nothing. Anytime LeBron farts in the wind, Adam Silver's back there asking him, all right, it went that way.
Memphis about to lose a franchise.
It went that way.
Anytime there's any type of issue going on, Adam Silver just, I don't know. That's a Duke graduate for you, man.
Oh, that explains a lot right there to me. That explains a lot.
What has Adam Silver done since he came into David Stern's job? He had an easy first thing to do: get rid of old boy. I'm blanking on his name right now. Old boy that used to be the owner for the Clippers, longtime owner for the Clippers.
Sterling.
Get rid of him. Yeah.
Donald Sterling.
Get rid of Sterling. Easy decision. What has he done since?
Well, I mean, you don't think he's working on this? I mean, I don't disagree completely, but I think the tanking thing, he kind of do something there. He's helping grow the game. We're playing basketball internationally now, looking to expand.
All things that were done way before him, mind you. But go on.
The league is making way more, and players are making way more money than they ever have. Now, some of the things he's implemented, like some of the things was just going, like the whole the whole was not, I believe, no. I don't know his watch. How long has he been commissioner? David Stern.
About 12 years now.
Damn.
Okay, so it was on his watch. The whole what do you call it? Kawhi started that shit. Him and Pop.
Oh, the load management.
Load management. Yeah, that's been a problem for years, and they haven't found a way to really get their arms around that. But besides that, I mean, they got more TV revenue money, so they own TV. I mean, the playoffs are always good, really competitive. I mean, I think you can point to stuff with every commissioner and pick out things you don't like. But I mean, you gotta look at the state of the sport to me when you talk about where is the sport at.
I like the parity. I like the parity in the fact that that championships is going from east to west and you know, a different team every year. We had Denver. We had a lot of different teams for a while.
I think this was 8 in a row, 8 different championships in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do like that. But the two things you mentioned that they're making more money than they've ever made, but we've also got a tanking problem, which means they're making all this money, but they're also not playing. So if he can get that tanking thing figured out,
and
we'll be good to go.
I said that he can't get his arms around that yet. The league hasn't, but I think they work.
They're making all this money, and the fact that we get to see him wearing all the fresh and mirror and shit. I don't care nothing about that. Like, play the game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ben Simmons.
But see, and to me that's
something else
directly, that speaks directly to it, in my opinion, right? I mean, because I feel like Adam Silver is commissioner over a way different league and different type of player nowadays. Like all them guys back in the day, they was playing 75 games.
Shout out to Mikal Bridges. Never missed a game.
Your Shaqs, your Kobe's.
Definitely missed a game in the finals.
Who?
Mikal Bridges.
He's saying Mikal Bridges missed a game. He's a champion now. That's how you must address us or whatever.
I got you.
Junior. Address Junior. But yeah, man. So I don't know that he's destroying it. I mean, I think we all can have some stuff that we may maybe disagree with, and that would be with any decision maker, right? I mean, you know, the only person I completely disagree with pretty much 99.9% of the time is running the United States. And I'll just leave it at that. And even with him, I said 99.9%. So he might do one thing ever that, what that? Like sometimes you just fumble into stuff, right? Like you make a bad decision, but it turns out okay.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, so yeah. And I don't know how many seconds is in a day, but you know, all them we not counting the minutes of the hour, we counting the seconds in every hour. And them two times, that
so
one
really
time
2 seconds.
Hit strike the top of the clock, he might get something right. But yeah, Tampa Lions, he has been 9 years since there's been an American MVP in the NBA. His agenda is obvious.
Facts.
Well, what's his agenda with that, Pay?
Now,
Jokic,
I will go.
Embiid,
This is
Giannis.
past Adam Silver. This is past Adam Silver because that agenda started that agenda started during the David Stern era. And I don't know if we want to take the show in that direction but there is a bias against certain American hoopers, right? We know, certain American hoopers took over the league, and towards the 90s, around the Dream Team era, there was a turn like, you know what? There's more amenable hoopers on that side of the planet. There we can create players who are a little more palatable, you know what I'm saying, to our fan base, a certain fan base. And now it's starting to the fruits of that labor are starting to show themselves, as it's been 9 years since there's been an American MVP. That is where I take it. That's the agenda that I've been seeing for a long time.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, but let's now the game grew starting then, right? It was guys overseas that we heard about before the Dream Team. I knew about Sabonis. I knew about Drazen Petrovic. This is before the 92 Dream Team. It was hoopers out there, not little Sabonis. His daddy was way beastier than him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go to 92. The game grows. The kids around, you remember how big the Dream Team 1 was? All the people from all around the world, so basketball became a bigger thing. So these young foreign players started playing the game. And so now the game grew. The world grew. I mean, right? I mean, the world didn't grow, but access to the rest of the world.
The basketball world.
Basketball world, yeah. So, but when we look at those MVPs, tell me which one ain't really a hooper, who didn't deserve it.
Oh no, they deserve it, but
Wait. You sounded.
You said agenda, so you gotta.
There's an agenda to.
There's always an agenda.
Get more of those type of players into the league.
Because that's really. But there's always agenda. We see that in politics now, don't we? You know who being shipped out of here, who not? Because what's more palatable. So yeah, we want to go in that direction. We'll get back to the hoop of it all. But you know what I'm getting at. But yeah, so
where's my kente cloth at?
Juneteenth is upon us.
and the opening of the Obama Presidential Center, not library. You could do
third
stuff
eye open.
Yeah, but no doubt. So the next thing, Giannis trade rumors.
Speaking
of a foreigner, but Giannis, and I don't think it's a matter of if. I think it's only when he'll get traded. You guys heard anything? And who's your favorite? Who you think is your betting favorite? I'll go that to you because you be on all the fan duels and DraftKings and all that, placing your parlays and stuff. So who's the betting favorite right now to land Giannis in a trade?
I think the tide has shifted towards Boston because originally it was Miami. It was Miami was is the place that he had said that if he does get traded because he doesn't, he still keeps, sidebar, Greek is pissing me off. Just say you want to trade, bro. Enough of the baloney. But anyway, it had been Miami for the longest because he had said that was one of the teams that he would accept a trade to. But now Boston has kind of subtly let it be known that Jaylen Brown is available. Now, if Jaylen Brown gets into the trade market, Miami becomes number 2 easily because Jaylen Brown is a lot higher of an asset. Jaylen Brown, I don't know if y'all saw that, he put his condo up for sale in Boston. You know what? It doesn't sound like a lot, but we've seen this enough times in sports, football, basketball, baseball. These things lead to movement. So be on the lookout. I think Boston has the upper hand right now.
I didn't see that, but here's where the Cavaliers come in because there's talk of that potential, those trades, and Boston getting Giannis, moving Jaylen Brown to Milwaukee for Evan Mobley and a first-round pick to bring Jaylen Brown back to Cleveland. I don't know how I feel about that.
Back to Cleveland.
I mean, I feel like for Cleveland, for Cleveland. I mean, Milwaukee would be getting a 24-year-old asset to build around as more on their timeline, right? I mean, Jaylen Brown like 29 grade be 30. Hooper, but that's more on Cleveland's timeline when you talk about having Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, and you obviously keep Jared Allen in and throw Jaylen Brown in there. I think that looks good, but then when that's up in 2-3 years, you back to nothing really to lean on. So
it's a cute 2K team, but
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but that's where that was connected to that, so I had to bring that up. But yeah, man, I mean, so Pay, you say Boston, false for Giannis. Who you say?
Yeah. The Boston one kind of took me off guard. I always kind of like the Miami situation just because Hero gets to go back to Wisconsin.
He culture.
Yeah. And I think that the Giannis and Spoelstra mix would be interesting. Hey, and then Bam, Mr.
Well, that's what you build around is Giannis and Bam. Who else do they have? You get rid of Hero, you get rid of Khalil Ware, and you get rid of the boy that played at UCLA. What's his name?
Because Khalil would be in that, you think?
Yeah, he'll be in that.
Oh yeah, he got to go.
So,
you can't play Khalil and Bam together anyways. He got to go.
And the guy
Khalil can shoot though.
Don't care.
Who's the guy from UCLA? Jaime Jaquez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So outside of that, they got what's that guard that played for? Oh, Davion Mitchell.
Former Sacramento King legend.
Right.
Former Sacramento first round pick. Baylor legend.
Yeah. They thought he might be the next other Mitchell. Your Mitchell, Donovan.
Yeah,
not
he was
so
the
much.
understudy.
I wish our Mitchell had his defense though.
Right. Yeah, y'all could do a little swap off, but yeah, so yeah, Miami wouldn't have too much. They wouldn't have no type of guard play. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Rozier is screwed up his life.
If you go to Boston, they only giving up Tatum. They just doing it a different way. They doing it with Tatum and Giannis versus because you get off Jaylen Brown, no Diddy. You trade Jaylen Brown and you bring Giannis to pair with Tatum. You still got a dynamic, two superstars. But Miami, everything it'd take for them to acquire Giannis would kind of deteriorate their roster. I mean, but I don't know. I think he wants to go to Miami first and foremost.
He wants to go somewhere on the East, is what the word is. Like on the
out on the prowl. Yeah.
He doesn't want to.
It really doesn't matter how much you deteriorate the roster because if you trade for Giannis, he's got brothers coming with him.
Yeah, so he got
they'll contribute. Keeping the towels.
I mean, you
warm
can fill out the roster with a whole bunch of Antetokounmpos.
I mean, I feel like we say that, and I know exactly what it is, but nepotism is a thing, right? I mean, we stay at the highest levels of society and government and everything. Why we mad at Giannis? Because he got enough clout to get his brothers.
They trash, man.
But no,
that's exactly why they trash.
there are people from who they know, who they connected to, they get jobs that matter in government did not qualify.
Listen, man,
I get that, but I don't have to watch dude on TV and be like, oh, that's John Brown's brother. Like, I don't care about that. But
Giannis could have just donated to his brother's podcast. That's it. That's enough. He don't need to be on the hoop. He don't need to hoop too. That's enough.
Hey, he made his brother's dreams come true. And you know what?
He's giving us all nightmares.
LeBron made his son's dream come true. Now I think Bronny's a real hooper, though. I think he's a real pro player.
Ronnie's a dog. Okay,
that was too strong. My fault.
I'm like, we have downplayed dog. What, a poodle? Like, if we talking dog, like
no, but he's an NBA rotational player though. Dog was strong.
Wait. NBA rotational player. Not even that.
No, he is that now.
No, he can.
Bro, he's only played because Giannis. I mean, not Giannis. Luka and Reeves. They've been all hurt. They've been hurt all year.
He's got a niche.
He got a niche. He can play.
Yeah, he got a niche. I ain't saying he's a starter on the team. I ain't saying he's a 7.
You said an NBA rotation. So if he went somewhere else, if he went to Cleveland, he'd be playing in Cleveland.
He can play defense.
We got quiet.
As long as you can play defense,
I was trying to think. Is he better than Craig Porter Jr.? Potentially. He's not better than Tyrese Proctor because Tyrese Proctor went to Duke. So
they're not rotational players either, though.
No, but during the season, again, when somebody get hurt, you got 12, 15 man roster. Something you got to play. He could have one of those spots. He's deserving of one of those spots.
How many points do you think he averaged this year?
Probably about 4.
3. You call that a rotational player for real?
He didn't get all that.
Okay, hold on, man. Hold on.
That's disrespectful to rotational players.
Hold up, man. You're playing with numbers, man. He scored 3 on the Lakers. You got when the team is healthy. There's players who play 40 minutes a game. He's not. When we say a rotational player, does not mean you're going to also be a bucket. His niche is to be a 3-and-D guy. He's better on the D part. Pause. So as long as you have defense, as long as you
3-and-D and he's averaging 2.9. But all right,
he's that side 3. He can knock that down. I give him 40%,
41% when he got his uptick in time the last part of the season.
Exactly.
41%.
He played in the G League most of the time.
I'm talking about the Lakers.
He's a 2 player, but he can bounce back from around the league. G League players. We still say that as a knock, but more than half the league has spent time in the G League, dog.
I agree.
Them Thompson boys did.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Asar never touched the G League. Never.
That's what they went. They didn't go to college. They went to the G League.
Oh, you talking? Oh, I see what you're saying. You talking about the Ignite?
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. We're talking about from the perspective of NBA, spend some time in the G League. I mean, you have to go to the G League in those situations.
I meant it just like that. I mean, if you go look at all these rosters, more than half the league has been in the G League at some point.
Yeah. So,
he's getting some opportunities. He's getting some opportunities. I don't know if he's truly. I don't know if he's truly a rotational player, but he's certainly getting that opportunity to do so.
He's getting better. He's getting better at hooping, being in the league, than he would be if he was still in college.
I agree.
And to bring it all the way back to the front. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Nepotism.
Yep.
Nepotism. The dude has 2 college championships. Nepotism.
Shout out to Stevenson, Chicago. But his dad, Rick Brunson.
I get that, but he earned his keep.
With a lot of opportunity. I mean,
and then Dallas did him dirty. Dallas had an opportunity to lock him down.
They didn't do him dirty. They couldn't pay him.
They had an opportunity to lock him down, and they said no. And he said, "All right, bet I'm going to New York." And the rest.
I think that's what he wanted to do it from the go.
No.
That was on the floor. That was on the table.
No. He wanted to go to New York. That was it.
Yeah.
Imagine,
did they not turn that down though?
Yeah, because Dallas had rights of first refusal. He turned it down. He said, "I want to go test the market," and then test the market.
Down.
Yeah, he tested the market. Was actually I already got a deal to go to New York. But imagine Dallas for a second. Imagine you drafted Luka and Jalen Brunson in the same draft, and all you got for them was a 1 first rounder, 29 games of Anthony Davis, and Max Christie.
And that is why the Nike guy, Kobe's Nike guy, don't have a job no more. Nico Harris don't have a job no more. Yeah, that makes sense though. They didn't have a job.
When Brunson was a free agent, he left, but they denied him a contract for $455 though.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
455 is like what?
No,
14 a year, 13.8 a year.
Yeah, they turned that down. That was on the table for them to lock him
13.8 a year though. What do you go to New York and get?
I know that's a lot of money. I'm just saying that he wanted that deal at the time though.
Then New York said we really want him and gave him more money, and he got to go home.
Yeah, Leon, Worldwide West, and Rick Brunson brought him to New York.
And his dad, and I think at the time was talk about Jay Wright maybe being the Knicks' new coach at the time. That was out there too.
Dante DiVincenzo got to be sick right now.
He went to one of the games though. I think that he was like in because he's hurt right now, so he had crutches, but he went to one of those New York games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd be.
We about to go ahead and get out of here, man. My last question, and all you gotta do is 1, 2, 3, because I want to know is AJ DeBanza the sure number one? So who's your top 3 picks in order? 1, 2, and 3. It's the Wizards, Utah, and the 3rd pick goes to. Remind me, one of you.
Oh, the Brooklyn. Who the fuck is it?
Yeah, I think it's not Brooklyn. It's Utah.
No, Utah's 2nd.
Okay. Damn, they are right there on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. Wizards. No, they got a number 1, don't they? Okay. Damn, who is that?
I don't know.
Where's Stat Boy at when you need him?
Oh, the Grizzlies. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. They just secretly been shitty.
Yeah.
High key.
Yeah.
All right, so really 1, 2, 3 in y'all opinion, just for the draft.
I like
from tomorrow.
I like AJ, Darren, and Caleb. 1, 2, 3.
AJ, Darren.
Peterson.
Okay, Darren from Kansas. Darren, his last name?
Darren
Peterson.
Peterson, that's right. And who the last one?
Caleb Wilson.
Okay. What you think, False?
Oh, you saying Wilson's going 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's kind of like the same hate on Adam Silver too. You know what that's about. Go ahead, False.
As far as the top 3, I think it's gonna be AJ, Peterson, and I think it's gonna be Boozer.
That'd be great for Chicago.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. That one.
Well, no, I think you really probably just legitimately just said what's probably more realistic, and I think Boozer would be good for Memphis right now, just because they coming on. They going into a culture cleanup, right? I wonder what's gonna happen with Ja this year. There's been a lot of the Ja and everybody and all this and all that. Boozer, a clean cut guy. He a company guy. You bring him in there, you reset that whole thing, and you build around that. I mean, that's what's gonna happen.
And remember that I think he reclassified up.
Mm-hmm.
So he's, I mean, similar to what Cooper Flagg did. Not to say that their games are the same, but there's some room for potential, even though he doesn't have he doesn't jump off the page with his athletic ability.
He don't have a bag.
No, but he's like you said, you go from Ja Morant and all that was going on there to Boozer, a little cleaner.
Everything you said makes me feel like Memphis. If Memphis did that, they're gonna be back in the lottery multiple times for the next 10 years.
I told you last week what I thought about Caleb Wilson. I mean, if I was Chicago, I still would pick the Arkansas guard and then get one of those other bigs at the second pick you got. But that's just me. Yeah, I think it's an element of fandom in your decision making right there, Pay. But I get it.
I mean, all the rumors.
A-Cup. That's A-Cup. That's what I think Chicago should take.
DeJuan Wagner vibes.
Caleb is not. He's not working out with anybody.
See, he going Tampa Lion going to DeJuan Wagner, the son. I'm thinking DeJuan Wagner, the daddy.
That's what he's talking about. There's no way he's talking about his son.
Wait a minute.
I think he played with it. I think A-Cup played with his son.
Nah, the Wagner was been in the league a while ago. Lil Wagner.
Yeah. The son.
Played for his son, maybe?
No.
His son was in the league a little while ago.
His son's gone.
Yeah, big one. Definitely A-Cup still in college. DeJuan Wagner been in the league and recycled somewhere. He out.
All the rumors lead me to believe that Caleb has a secret agreement with somebody in the top 3. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay. We got it from a North Carolina plug.
DeJuan Wagner Jr. is 21. What are y'all talking about?
That's okay. I'm talking about the granddad then and the son. No, his dad name was Milt Wagner. My bad. That confused everything. Milt Wagner was a dad. Championship with the Lakers. Championship with the Louisville Cardinals in college. See, Falls, you weren't even born yet. But yeah. So Junior's grandfather. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know those 3 of them.
I'm talking about players' granddads now in this spot, man. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. I hope I don't want to be at that place.
Shout out to Willis Reed.
Yeah. You might not want to be here now, but you really do at the end of the day. The alternative ain't good.
I do.
The alternative ain't good. With that being said, though, y'all, thanks for tapping in. Everybody that did. Thanks, Damian Tate, for the $5 super chat. We appreciate y'all. Be sure, if you haven't already, hit like on this video. Subscribe to the Know It Alls YouTube channel. It's your boy Tate from the Know It Alls. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get a membership. Be a part of the nation. Different tiers. No some, no more, no all. With that being said,
really
till next week. Well, hey, somebody, Shannon Triple OG said that, man. That's just me talking regular. I told him I'm used to talking loud to all you dudes on these podcasts, man. This is my regular voice, man. Like I was just on the phone or something. But yeah, with that being said, hey, Pay, tell my Aunt Doris I say happy belated birthday, man.
Will do.
I know it was Friday. I forgot Friday. We was right here on the podcast together. But yeah, man. So with that being said, we out to next week. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'm about to go over to the Steel Curtain Network and be part of the Hangover crew with Daniel J and Triple OG Shannon. And tomorrow, check out some of the other stuff on the Know It Alls podcast. I know Big G will be here with Minister Yens tomorrow, and is keeping it 100. So no, Minister Yens was tonight. Keeping it 100 is tomorrow. So tap into that tomorrow afternoon. And we'll see y'all for the rest of the week. Fellas, shout out your pods real quick, and I'm out.
First Red Chicago Sports Fan Channel, FCSF, available everywhere you get podcasts, and everything drops locally on YouTube. Give us a follow, hit the notification bell so you never miss a drop. All Chicago content.
And post-game podcast for all Piston coverage, and Bleachers to Speakers for pretty much everything else. Lions, Tigers.
Bears, oh my.
No Bears. Definitely no Bears.
Couldn't help that. You do know that Wizard of Oz movie though, right, folks?
Lions and Tigers and Bears. I'm like,
But you watched the movie before.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a whole disconnect, man. Sometimes I gotta ask.
Classic, man.
But yeah, y'all, thanks for tapping in. See y'all next week, where I believe Frustrated Chicago will be hosting. Peace.